Alright. Well, there I am. We are back. And you know what? I just remembered I should move the chat box over here so that it lines up with the outro. There we go. Although you guys don't see what I just did, so. Okay, we are back. Let's move forward. That one actually looks like the power of not as Modius. The Shade of Space. I'm bad at names. I forget. What do I do with that? That was a restoration core. There we go. Wait. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay. Okay, I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing with this. He drops off there. Oh, nope, he drops off at all three. Yeah, I was expecting him to drop off at that one, drop off at that one, and then I would have to lift it up to drop off at that one, but nope.
Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty.
Hmm.
Take me up. Pyroclastic surge. Full throttle.
I probably did not need to do that.
Hold on to
And I...
Let's fly.
Ah.
Open fire. Bullseye.
I messed that up.
Out of my way. I'm looking for dissipate. Ha! Locked on.
Alright, now where do I place you? Ah. I'll go back for that later. Prioritize the quest right now.
Every little bit counts.
I did enough of puzzles, and since it is 8 o'clock, and I'm wanting to stream until I get this quest done, so
Stand with me.
let's just keep going with the quest and only do the puzzles when they're convenient. Wait. Huh?
All right, this'll do.
Nice.
Every little bit counts.
Alright, time it properly this time.
Try and stop me. Knock him down. Bullseye. Open fire. Open fire. Carving waves. Magnetic wave. Whoosh.
Ah, shoot.
Burn it down. Let's run. Open fire.
It's a good thing that they when they develop
shiny.
resistances, they only develop resistance to one element. Which is perfect when I'm using Chaska, who can fire multiple elements at the same time. You know, I kind of hope that we are able to collect some of these statues for our teapots. Or Serenity Teapot. Why is that guy faded? Oh. Nope. Huh.
Take me up.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss.
Faster. Off we go.
Okay, so it has to be this way. But how do I get over there? Hmm? But we can't get to it. Oh! You don't have to turn it all the way.
Need a surfboard?
That is crafty. Whoa!
Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle! Dissipate! Lightning terrified! Let's fly!
Hold on to your hats.
Locked on! Bullseye! Open fire! Wrap from the sky! Stand with me! Take me up! Open fire!
Ah, it's a trap! Zeitland, are you okay? That was a nasty fall. Zender had my back. I was a little scared, but I'm fine. I'm sorry. I keep dragging you down. No, you don't. Well, I know I'm dead weight. No one so much as gave a hoot about little old me. What do you mean? Didn't Paimon grab onto you and Zendor just now? You weren't pulling us upwards. You were using me as a buffer. Psst. Uncle Xuanji, Huan Yi. Paimon can fly. She wouldn't even have fallen if she wasn't trying to help you and Zendor. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. It's all my fault for being so heavy, I guess. Zeitlin smiled. We make a great team, huh, Uncle Huan Yi? Don't wind yourself up too tight, Zeitlin. Okay.
War makes a lot of problems.
Carving waves.
Hey! Wait. Oh. Hmm? These are the letters we wrote to each other, my sister and I. They must be really personal. Let's not look through them, Zendor. I almost said let's look through them. It's no big deal, really. Just family stuff. She was bored at the sanatorium and wrote them to pass the time. She wrote about how the air was fresh, how there were old people everywhere, how comfortable it was in the mountains, but also how dull it was. She said that she often went to the sanatorium graveyard to read the epitaphs. She wanted to learn the stories of those who had never returned home, those who found their final rest upon the mountain instead. She wrote that the sanatorium itself was about to be demolished, that she had to emerge from the shadows of the past. And then, one day, she wrote to me and said she was going somewhere far away, and that I shouldn't worry. Ah. No way. Your sister was really upbeat and talkative when she came here. Then I came to the temple beneath Windrest Peak and saw her gravestone, perched on a lonely mountain, in a strange and distant land. Oh no. My mom made you talk about the sad stuff again. And she doesn't know how to comfort you either. Sorry. You don't have to comfort me. The latter half of life is nothing but a series of farewells. It's like writing in the sand. Here one moment, scattered by the next. Apologies, I really didn't know. I never could have guessed that something like this would happen. When she arrived, the selection process for elevation was already a mess. Everyone was in low spirits. Time, which was already at a standstill, lost all meaning then. It turned into true nothingness. Her arrival brought a spark of life we hadn't seen in a long time. She was truly a good person. That's right. I'm really sorry to say this, but I didn't ask for your name just now, because I came with the intention of saying goodbye. I didn't plan on meeting anyone new because I didn't want to say even more goodbyes. We don't really mind. What matters is that we know each other now, right? Farewells are the seeds of reunions. Going on adventures with lively people. It's not so bad. I never imagined I'd have a chance like this after growing up. That's exactly how your sister made us feel too. Now that we've found what Zeitlin lost, we just have to fix the restoration core, right? Chest.
The best stuff's always at the bottom.
What the? Itty bitty little space.
Carving waves.
Wait a minute. Nope, nope. The archways stay the same, except for that one. That's funny. Over here.
Carving waves.
I am a better archer.
Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty.
Let's fly.
Wait. Oh. That's literally what that was for.
Dissipate.
Where's the last restoration core? I believe it's hidden in this book. This book is called Tale of the Loch Knight Eriny. Calcerisius' translation of Arrhenius. It's more of a rewrite than a translation, though. Historia spoke very highly of it after his read. He said it captured the precise moment when realism collapsed into nominalism. Paimon has no idea what that means. I'd love to read it. Okay. Anyway, do you have any idea how we can retrieve the restoration core? As I said before, we can use the power of this library to manifest scenes. The restoration core should be hidden in the book. You'll need to enter the book and go on an adventure, Zendor. It's time for you to experience what it's like to be a paper person, eh? But I'm a hero in 3 dimensions. If anything happens, Paimon and Dex will come save you. I need the greatest guide in Teyvat. You're unbelievable. Fine, Paimon will go with you. Uncle Huanyi, this is super important, so don't mess up, okay? Actually, the restoration success might rest entirely with Miss Zietland. What? Melanta has reviewed and tampered with this text. It's filled with a great deal of unwarranted malice. And I'm too familiar with both Eriny and the original Arrhenius. My heart lacks the power to alter the scenes in time. Put another way, my perception of this story is irrevocably locked on this tragedy. But it must be rewritten to have a happy ending. So, what do we do? We'll need Zietland to neutralize every crisis that emerges in the text, then steer the plot toward a happy ending. Are you really going to put their safety in my hands? And you even want me to imagine good things happening out of the blue? I can't do it. I can't do anything right. We believe in you. You aren't just living. We aren't just living. We're adventuring. Fortune favors the bold, you know. Heaven helps those who help themselves. Alright. I'll try. Okay. Okay, this is a very interesting puzzle. Uh-oh. Make him disappear. Make him disappear. Ah! Yay! There we go. Oh shoot, timing. I was drinking. This is a very interesting puzzle. Waterfall. Oh! Phew! That was a unique experience. How are you feeling? It's nice to be three-dimensional. Thanks, Eatland. Excuse me. No need to thank me. The stakes were much higher for you. Ooh. Oh, there's that memory core. Amazing! Melanta's control over this area is finally broken. One more thing, Zeitland. What's the matter? I misspoke a moment ago. I'd like to correct myself. Living is a grand adventure, and life is a long journey. I've held on for this long. Where are the good things I was supposed to find? You met Zendor, Paimon, and me. And then you came here. It might be a complete mess at the moment, but to be chosen to come here and attain eternity is a 1 in a million chance. You said you wanted to stay here a while ago, right? What do you think? Would you like to stay? This is a good place. Everyone lives in harmony. You're all wise and pure of heart. But we can talk about that later. Let's head back first. I wonder how Okikuni and Kalsarius are doing. You did it! You guys are amazing! In terms of strength, you are at the very least an entry-level Legion commander. You say that, But even amongst entry-level Legion commanders, you've got golem constructs, arbiters, aspirant arbiters, and arbiter golem hybrids. You can't put them on the same tier. You keep your mouth shut. The last Restoration Corps has been hidden in your stupid novel this whole time. All I can think about right now is landing a fist right in your face. I'm ichorified. Or, I'm ichorified. Your hand is the only thing that will hurt. That's exactly why I haven't used my Guhua arts to hit you yet. Okay.
Every little bit counts.
Oh. Well, I was going to need to fly up anyway. Oh.
I'm falling.
It wasn't that big of a fall, was it? Oh. Where are they? There. It's safe here. What is it, my golden friend? I'm just wondering if you're stuck up there. Thank you, but no, I'm not stuck. It's safe when I'm high up. Here. Here, I won't get killed. Here, it's high up and you can see far and wide. It's a good place to hide. If our in our kapul, being on the ground is considered dangerous. Even if the great rulers above us don't decide to wipe us out on a whim, the other kapuli will still come to plunder us. Perching on the cliffs and in the trees like the kutzels allows us. No, blah. Perching on the cliffs and in the trees like the kutzels allow us to flee calamity before it strikes. Besides, Vindia says that she wishes to see me fly. She wants to sing riding a giant bird in a story of adventure. Are you sure she isn't putting you on? No. Vindia is a very good person. Maybe even as good as the Lord of the Crossroads. They're both such kind people. But it's amazing just how you two flew all the way up there. This is for you. Consider it proof of our friendship. Now I must think about how we can fly even higher to stay out of danger's reach. Neither the great rulers nor the conquerors who revel in flame are here. It is true. But I'm already used to having a means of escape wherever I am.
Mora makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much Mora, huh?
Alrighty. Oh. Ah! Okay. Hey, Wilbur! Nice wins. Thank you! I finally figured out how to use these assets without lagging VTube Studio. So, yeah, I'm still able to swap it out with this customizable model. But, yeah. The nice thing about the customizable model is that we can alternate between the different features. Or there's feather wings, leather wings, horns, different tails, fox ears and stuff. But this is the closest to what I have in mind for what I would like to be. So pretty much imagine me being like a angelic dragon or something like that. That's the direction I kind of want to go in the future. But of course, that would require a lot of money. So maybe someday. But right now, get to use these. Yeah, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Why aren't you going? Oh. That's why you're not going anywhere. Or not. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, we're heading down. Still looks good though. Thank you. Credit to Aziani. You're doing fine. That's good to hear. Still doing Warframe stuff. Fun, fun. I'm still doing Genshin stuff. Okay, why do you have me up here? Oh. Wait. Oh, this is okay.
Take me up.
New characters expensive. Ah. Lots of grinding needed to do to build up the character, or
War makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much more.
okay. Oh, there it is. And I missed the jump. You have her. The issue is to make her good, you need an animal companion. Oh. Gotcha. What are you working on? How? Okay, I know that I need to get you down, but how do I get you down? Personally, you're more of a robot companion guy? Okay. There's some sort of difference in Warframe between robots and animal companions, or?
Off we go.
Oh.
The best stuff's always at the bottom.
So you're looking for a book, have you? Nope. Okay. That guy's apparently a weirdo. Oh yeah, by Alantra? Okay. I've never played Warframe, so I wouldn't know what all the differences are. Oh. Great. Great. Each companion has different abilities. Okay.
Carving waves.
So like your main robot, one you like to use basically makes energy by killing enemies. Okay.
Let's fly.
So it's very much a support companion then. Alright. Meanwhile, your new animal companion basically is able to knock down enemies and hold. Okay. I am so confused. Oh. What the? Okay. That's nice.
Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty.
There we go. Astoria, you're here too. That's right. Calceria said that you stepped in at chamber. I cannot pronounce that word. I've given up on pronouncing that word a long time ago. So your new companion is basically built around summoning 4 versions of itself, and when you kill an enemy with your second ability, it spreads status effects and loads of DPS to every enemy it can reach. So basically a mini nuke you can spam and clear rooms. Well, sounds fun. But at the same time, if it isn't charging up your energy, that means that you probably can't spam some of your ultimates or whatever they're called in Warframe. That's too honesty from you, Buster. Paimon's blushing already. Zetland, have you found what you've lost this time? I have. Speaking of which, I'm here for my own reasons too. That's true. Since you came up here, you've done nothing but run around on my account. I don't understand what the Watcher of Nothingness was saying, but I can tell that there's something in this place that matters to you. Zender's been a massive help. To hold up my end of the bargain, do tell me what it is that you need. You tell Astoria and Zetland about your experiences and what Nihilita has said. Sweet old Varuna has no energy problems, and that's why you love her. She's your first Warframe without energy issues. Okay. You ask if there are traces of your sister here. The story you speak of. It's simply incredible. If this were back in my academy days, I would have mulled over it for at least half a day before giving you an answer, but just to prove I was taking you seriously. It's true that I have been longer here than anyone else, and I have witnessed all that has transpired. Unfortunately, the highest point of the temple, the Atrium of Suchness, is where gods and watchers dwell. It's said that certain hidden truths can be kept within its walls, but hardly anyone is brave enough to set foot up there. Are you saying it's so high that the most fearless would get scared? Only those who choose to abandon all their memories are permitted to enter that hall. To seek an audience with the master of the temple is to seek answers and closure. It follows, then, that all the memories that one gathers here shall be wiped away. One must construct the path to the heavens with their own memories and wisdom. Only then can they encounter the sacred beyond. But memories aren't even solid. How are you supposed to build a path to the heavens with them? Such is the nature of this place. The divine power of the gods can weave emptiness and reality into one another. Here, mere vacuum is not perceived as nothingness. In the eyes of that being, it is a state that can be filled in the space of a single thought. Only nothingness, where even meaning does not exist, only that is a place beyond the reach of the gods. And I suspect that the path to the heavens should be similar to the half-real, half-illusory scenes that you saw in the library. I'm just a coward at heart. After all, I never dared to make the climb. I simply don't have the courage to cast aside my responsibilities. I am the one who lived to witness what came before, and who continues to learn of what follows from those who come after. I am but a vessel for my precious memories. Even if there is no hope for their ever returning to the surface, every lost civilization will live on in my memory. Are gods really that horrid? To design such a cruel choice for someone to make? Some gods are good, others are bad. Take the one who kidnapped Zendor's sister, for instance. Totally bad. Perhaps it's the opposite. The god who designed the path to the heavens was not the mistress of the temple. You see, if you intend to leave this place, you simply cannot make its history, secrets, or knowledge. Oh, you simply cannot take its history, secrets, or knowledge with you. The way I see it, the description of using your memories to construct the path to the heavens is too emotionally charged. Your memories are supposed to be wiped the moment you return to the mortal realm. But before that happens, people here have the right to look back upon all that they have been, all they have ever owned, and the path that results from both. Hold on. Let's see if Paimon got all that. It's like we've made a rule that says you can read a book, but you have to chuck it into a fire the second you're done. But just as it all burns to a crisp, you find out the book has an epilogue and an afterword where you get to look back at all the best parts. And then in the end, nothing's left of the story. Only the feelings and impressions stay with you. Spot on. A perfect read. You've got a real knack for analogies. It reminds me of one of my students, in fact. He went to Delphi Pytho. I have no idea what it's called now, or if he survived the war. His name was Abrax, and while I've asked many people, no one has ever found his name in historical records. I went off on a tangent. Anyway, yeah, you've said all that, but how do we get up there? Zendor's memories are too important to forget. And as for Paimon, well, she hasn't clashed so hard with Zendor as to need a total reset. You don't have to worry. Once we've rescued everyone, I'll help you with this. Actually, I've figured out how the path to the heavens works. The seat of the god has been left empty, so the rules have begun to falter. As such, a section of the corridor of nothingness's previous path through the heavens was preserved. Melanta's fury destroyed half of it, but the remaining half, the stairway to heaven, is still vaguely visible. This means that the stairway can be used by others. We just have to make it whole again. Wait, do you mean... Don't get the wrong idea. As I've said before, I am a coward burdened with too much memory, yet too scared to even die. Historia. Right as I start drinking. Historia, we've basically freed all three areas. Most of the people are safe now, too. And we even found everything Zeitland lost. Oh, thank you very much. I have to say, Nihilita's got quite the eye for people now that he's opened it. Alright, your turn. You mentioned the way to go up before and a price to go with it. Bring it on. Paimon's not scared of a couple of adventures or a bit of Mora. Oh, and what about Zeitland? How are we supposed to send her back down now that she's done here? I can explain all that, but you should rest first. I'll go through everything in detail tomorrow. Okay, but there's no bed here. Or food. Such desires cease here. Think about it. You've been here all this time, but you are neither hungry nor tired. Huh? Then what's Paimon supposed to do all day while we rest? This place is full of remarkable people from every age. Speaking with them could be fun. Alright, fine. But Paimon gets to sleep whenever she wants. Tired or not, Paimon's still sleeping on Zendor's head. Zeitland, after you've rested a bit, could we talk? It's about what I mentioned earlier. the thing I needed time to think about. Speak with me a while, would you? Okay. Zendor, Paimon, once you're feeling rested, come see me. Oh. Okay. And that's another.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
Are you feeling rested? Have you talked to everyone you wanted to? Yes. Very well. Zitland, calm down for a moment and hear me out. I have no wish to be disrespectful or to speak out of blind hope. Your sister may still be alive. I saw her gravestone. Her picture was right there. But isn't it possible there's nothing buried within? Paimon wants that to be true, really, but isn't that kind of optimistic? In the last letter she wrote me, my sister said she already decided to... That farewell wasn't written as a final goodbye, was it? She said she was going somewhere far away. She mentioned it to me before. She always wanted to travel the world before she got old. Hilda wasn't speaking figuratively. She really did leave the sanatorium and set off. She talked about that? She was always so bright. She got along with people easily. Then she probably never told you that we were all that the other had. Let me be honest. Let me be cold for a moment. If her leaving would have caused 3 or 4 people to grieve, that weight would have outweighed her sadness. But now it's only me. She knew I'd understand, that I would forgive her for it. It's not like that. You shouldn't think of it that way. You don't have to feel sorry for me. When we were kids, our parents were still around and life was good. Those memories were enough to carry us forward. But growing up, the world gets hard. I've always been more introverted. Dealing with people at work really wears me out. I thought my sister, being so outgoing, would have it easier. But even she always looked exhausted once she grew up. Huh. You two still have a future. Oh, and she probably never mentioned her fiancé. He was just a good person, an ordinary one. Kind, interesting. Sometimes I wish he hadn't been. Or sometimes I wish he hadn't been. If he'd been a bad man, things might have been easier. His family had a hereditary illness. Some strange disease. They never lived long. He'd joke about it sometimes, blame the Animal Archon for planning Mondstadt too well, so even a family like his never faded out. One day he was going to save the world, and then he left. Save the world. Well, the world's still turning, so maybe somewhere out there, in a place no one noticed, he really did. You know how you always say that if someone who lives forever can't love everyone and be loved back, the world would drown in sorrow? I think you're right. Which means a short life isn't even allowed that much. He wanted to give his life to love. It only and it only hurt my sister more. So much that she was sent to a sanatorium in the mountains. This very place beneath our feet. A place steeped in curses. She never told me any of this. I'm sorry. And knowing all that, you still think she's alive? I do. Because she did something here. And because of my fear, she was forced to live on. You have my respect, Astoria, you really do. But I think you've seen too much suffering across history. Pain vast enough to drown the world. For someone as ordinary as me, even a small part of that is enough to bury an entire life. You can't truly understand my sister and I. So, how do I set foot on mortal earth once more? I'm just a short-lived little one, some little someone. Eternity isn't meant for me. Mr. Astoria? This place used to be completely cut off from the world above. There's no way in and no way out. But after Nihilita fell, Dex seems to have gained the ability to carry people of the living world between the Pillar Hall and the surface. Even so, it cannot return those who were chosen to come here. It is a Watcher in juvenile form, and that limitation is part of its nature. Huh? You're saying that Dex is the same kind of being as Nihilita? If we want to go back down, there's only one way. We have to give up every last memory we have, everything we know, and climb to the very top. In the past, that meant meeting the mistress. Now, it would be Melanta. So I can't go with you, but at least let me see you off. Wait. That was just part 1? Oh. Oh. Someone's not happy. Wait, isn't that Paimon's voice? Where did she go? Why are we back at the beginning? What? I can hear my housemate laughing at, I'm guessing, whatever show he's watching. Whoa! One cannot pass through this gate. They cannot let go of all their desires. Well, if they cannot let go of their desires. Next! This place is neither heaven nor hell. Neither existence nor nothingness. Remember this state of mind forever. You no longer have any connection to the world. That is a pretty cool design. But boy, is he intimidating. You shall remain here forever. That is because you are unable to let go of your desires. Hey, wake up! Hello? Ah. Well, I see why they called this place hell.
Take me up. Light it up. Let's fly. Bullseye. Bullseye. I'll settle this. Carving wave. Let's shred, Sharpie. Burn it down. Take me up. Open fire. Bullseye. Pyroclastic surge. Bullseye. Knock him down. Locked on. Bullseye.
Oh!
Light it up. Let's fly. Open fire.
Hey! Once more we return to this place. The last time I came, by human lifespans, it must have been many generations ago. Looks like we've been cast back into the apathic interval. How are we supposed to get out? The usual way is through meditation. Learning to master your mind and thoughts and then letting go of every desire. In short, we must maintain a state of complete emptiness. Simply enough said, but depending on a person's nature and the strength of their desires, it can take anywhere from a few years to several centuries. For someone like you who carries the fate of the world on your shoulders, your desires probably can't be cast aside, nor should they be. Then what do we do? Let's find Zeitland and figure it out from there. What'd you pick up? Wait. Dex was dragged in as well? In that case, there may be yet a chance to turn this around. Since Dex is also a watcher, it might be able to use the power contained within these fragments to force open a path. We're going to need to give these fragments a name. I've heard of these overwrought coffins. Maybe they were set up by the temple mistress's sisters. Maranasti caskets, I believe they were called. In which case, let's call all the fragments Death Muse shards. Audio glitched out. That is one terrifying ocean. I did not mean to do that. Wait. Oh! Okay, that is cool. That is cool. You can see the blocks as they rise up. That is... Okay. Oh! Yeah, this one's got a bit more of a fight in it. Oh! Oh. That can't be good. Oh! Shoot! Alright, dodge him, dodge him. Don't jump, just dodge. Okay, that's not actual shelter. Who are you? Who is it? Who's there? Zendor, one who belongs to this era. Ah. Well, though I know nothing of your time, my name is Alara. I was once an ecstatic of the Age of Silence. I no longer remember how much time has passed since I came here. Even this place has broken my silent cultivation. So it is true. Cultivating a mind without thought or desire leads one to reincarnate in the unthinking heaven of evil. It was nothing. No need to thank me. Well, thanks all the same. Saving you was more of a spur of a moment thing. That said, we're planning to look for a way that isn't meditation. Are you not practiced in that art? Or is it simply not taught in your era? The first time I left this place, it took me hundreds of years. I gave up my pursuit of truth, and my longing to see my loved ones again. This time, I'm not willing to give any of those up. That makes two of us. Dex has picked up another Death Muse shard. Death Muse? Ah, you mean the Maranasati meditation technique. I know of it, and it's used in cultivating one's mental state when facing death.
Mora makes a lot of problems go away.
Right.
So you can never have too much Mora, huh?
Huh. Oh. Now I see those layers.
bad.
Oh boy. Sheesh!
Our bond is strong.
I am not timing that.
Just you wait.
Okay. Let's just jump in.
Dissipate.
Oh, wait. What the?
Not bad.
Okay.
Stand with me.
Zealand! Good. Are you alright? I'm fine. I just had a very, very long nightmare. Forget it. Pretend I didn't say that. I can't take it anymore. Why does it keep happening to me? Why is it always me? First mom and dad, now my sister. It's okay. I'm here with you. I know. I'm not angry at you. What is Dex picked up? I call it a death muse shard. It may be a way to move from death unto life. Let's go. Yes, let's. Now that Zeitland's been found, let's try to find a way out. Are you sure we can get out of here by ourselves? Malanta and Nihilita can move within this place freely, and they usually bring people with them. In which case, Dex should be able to do the same. That's 3 Death Muse shards collected. Though I should say that this is a temporary name, since I have no clue what Dex will be using them for either. What's next, Dex? What's next, Dex? And he's doing finger gun again. That is... He looks way too creepy to be doing something cute. And I just realized he only has 3... a thumb and 3 fingers. Meaning he has no pinky. Let's follow its direction.
This'll do.
That's some intimidating music.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light.
Ah. I have expected that hand to come crashing down. Oh. Oh. Well, that's creepy. You know, I half expected that hand to fall down on top of us. Oh shoot, I just flew right into that. Whoa! Whoa! Shoot. Alright, it's gonna grab at us. Let's fly over it. Ooh. Almost. Where did you two just go just now? Paimon nearly had a heart attack there. Paimon was calling your names the whole time. Why wasn't Paimon dragged into the epithic interval? Well, maybe because other than eating and sleeping, she doesn't really think about much at all? Makes sense. Looks like Malanta really is angry now. Sending Zendor up to face him has become urgent. Let's talk somewhere else. This place isn't exactly safe anymore. Well, I know no one asked, but hello everyone. My name is Alara. Okay, so chapter 2 was really quick.
It's all yours. Carving waves.
Ooh, that is horrifying. It looks like blood.
Off we go.
Lind, I can't let you return to the human world like this. Yet, once again, I stayed silent out of cowardice. If you go back to the mortal world this way, I know what choice you'll make. We've said all we needed to say. That's all this is. What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't get it. Weren't we talking about how we can manifest the path to the heavens and then teach Malanta a lesson? The one who went to face Malanta for all of us, the one who gave up every last memory, was your sister, Lind. What? Back then, the early signs of Malanta's madness had begun to surface, and many suffered for it. After all, we are not machines, and with lives that stretch on without end, that which we forget will always find its way back. She heard of Malanta's increasingly unreasonable tyranny, saw the many souls who had been cast down by his judgments. I told her to treat everything here as nothing more than an unpleasant glimpse of paradise. Need for no need for anger, no need for sorrow. But since she too had been sent up here by Nihilita, Dex could always send her back. And what would it change, returning just as she was? That's exactly what she said as well. You two really are alike. I've heard that many times before. But she was bright and talkative. You are reserved, steady. That's what many people say too. Wait, you said this before, didn't you? With the god of the Temple of Space gone, the path to the heavens won't vanish after it's been used once. So, are we supposed to take the path Zeitlin's sister left for us? If that was the case, then my tactical advice would be simple. We rush in and beat the stuffing out of him. No one knows what Malanta said to Hilda, but afterward, in a fit of rage, he severed the path to the heavens that had been formed from your sister's memories. And Hilda has already left this place. Then, doesn't that mean someone has to give up all their memories again to get us up there? Hey, what about Dex? Isn't it the same species as that baddie? If Malanta can go back and forth, then maybe Dex could do it too if it tried hard enough. The space separating the atrium of suchness at its highest from the hall of emptiness is called the corridor of nothingness. The corridor's power comes from the temple itself. It is the rule of departure while the Watchers exist to uphold that rule. Dex is only an immature Watcher and lacks the authority to control it. But then what can we do? I'll offer up my memories. But you... I've said it before, this happened because of my cowardice. The truths I know, the history, the knowledge, they are too heavy to bear. I hesitated and Hilda saw right through me. Compared to you, the suffering of an ordinary human life really must seem like a negligible price. No, that absolutely not. Everyone says you're a treasure to humanity. Let someone else do it. But Zinder and Paimon, we still have some important things to take care of. That's not right, Paimon. Everyone is equal. Bearing great responsibility is no reason to sacrifice others. And going around asking who's willing to give up everything they lived through, that doesn't feel right either. Let me do it. Sitland, you're saying the exact same thing your sister did. But this time I absolutely refuse to accept it. You've been here witnessing history across the ages, seeing every wonder this world has to offer. After all that, doesn't even a tiny part of you feel attached to this world? I think I finally know the answer to that question now. That most fundamental question of philosophy, which is whether one chooses to go on living tomorrow. You hesitated, and even that brief pause is enough to show the answer is already there. Tomorrow is worth living through. No, Astoria. Wise though you are, you've made two mistakes. Enlighten me, please. Why did Nihilita choose my sister? And was it really just coincidence that I was brought here? Her sister said it herself. It was just a coincidence. The sanatorium had announced its closure, but before the relocation she went for a walk at midnight. And that's when she encountered Nihilita. It wasn't an accident. Listen, when you save yourself, you save the world entire. But if my sister hadn't lost everything she once remembered, she would never have chosen to go on living. But now I understand why I was always sure she was still alive. A life that begins anew is full of hope. Surely? And here I recall a passage I once read in a novel by Kurosawa Ichi. The Savior offers themselves in a world of darkness, willingly bound upon the cross. Only then is their soul redeemed, ascending into the kingdom of light. Isn't that incredible? It means you can heal your own melancholy and save the world at the same time. So I'm not giving that chance to you. Ah. For a second, I almost thought that was Hilda talking. That's not really her style. Of course not. She doesn't read much. She couldn't quote the classics half as well as I do. Paimon, Xander, you're not allowed to object either. When I return to the world below with my memories gone, I'll need you to tell me who I am and where I'm meant to go. Hey, how are we supposed to respond to that? We've only just met and you're already talking about erasing everything and starting over like none of this ever happened. A story so good you'd forget everything just to experience it again. That's high praise there is. You're friends of that caliber, I'd say. Hey, thanks for trying to lighten the mood, but Paimon's still getting all teary-eyed. So, Astoria, please take us there. Is there anything else you need to do? Let's go. May I try to persuade you one last time, Zeitland? Your argument has already failed, Mr. Astoria. My sister's grave down below is empty. Aren't you worried I might just leave now and lie down in it myself? Alright. The stairway to the heavens manifested from your sister's memory was severed, but part of it should still remain. This time, your memories might intertwine with Hilda's, which might cause something unique to manifest. So does that mean Zeitland might still keep half of her memories? I explained this before. Offering up all one's memories has nothing to do with passing through the corridor of nothingness. Allowing you one final glimpse back, that is merely an act of mercy. Oh wait, then won't we end up seeing some of that really private stuff? Is it okay for us to go along? I offer you the memory of a yellow rose seen at sunset, years before you were born. I offer you explanations of yourself, theories about yourself, authentic and surprising news of yourself. You'll still have to answer every question about me, you know. So feel free to look. These will prove indispensable in rebuilding the real me. If it concerns her privacy, then we'll watch it together. Leaving her little sister to wander the world alone, she had it coming. Never mind trying to talk tough. Now you sound like you're just being mean. And look at you, suddenly so chatty. Is that so? Are we building the corridor of nothingness's stairway to the heavens right here? Yes. Then let's begin.
Terra Smash!
This is my sister's handwriting. Oh, Are these letters we didn't manage to collect down below earlier? No, just a few messages she left behind and a short poem she wrote. It's not a farewell. She must still be alive. Can we read all this? Oh, you will. Can we interact with that? Nope. Boy, our sister really did travel. Inazuma, then Natlan. Or not Natlan, Sumeru. Mondstadt. Huh. Not a one-to-one. Now purple cubes. Red, then yellow, now purple. Boy, Mondstadt must have really left an impression on her if, okay. Mondstadt and, Natlan. Now leeway. My goodness. Fontaine. There's something kind of pretty and peaceful about this. Treasure! What? Ain't no way that, that Zeitlin's sister saw that. That was a hidden city underneath Natlan's volcano. There's absolutely no way that Zeitlin's sister should have seen that. Or, yeah, there's no way that Zeitlin would have seen that either. Did each of us sacrifice a part of our memories? My sister's poem. Oh my. It's all in motion. Not a lick of literary flair. Still, it's not bad. Do you still remember who we are, Zeitland? Hey, Historia already said my memories will only fade quickly once we leave this place. So I know exactly who you are, and who I am. What I just saw was all the worlds my sister used to read out to me when we were kids. The worlds we dreamed of together. Are there really sunken treasures beneath Fontaine's high seas? Are there really yokai in Inazuma's Chinyu forest? Okay, so those weren't memories, they were just stories. Okay. Do magical spirits like the Aranara really exist in this world? Have I grown up too much to ever see them again? The Aranara do exist. They draw power from people's memories. Then I must be an Aranara too. From now on, the path to the heavens linking the Hall of Emptiness and this tower, it will exist only as two girls shared longing for a beautiful world. That too is a kind of eternity.
Every little bit counts.
Child of humanity. No. You are my creator, my lord. Why would you choose her and abandon me? Hey, did it suddenly fly into a rage? Send them back!
Light of the blazing sun! Tithia!
Hold on to your hats.
Bullseye! Locked on! Lightning terrified! Oh, chill out!
Rise with the sun!
Let's fly!
Knock 'em down.
Check this out! That's the lash!
Breath from the sky! Full thrust!
Locked on! Bullseye!
Uh-oh. Okay. Then search in areas in this special invisible keepers. Okay. Oh. Huh? I'm confused. Okay, thank you for making yourself a little more obvious. Oh. Okay. Outlander, since you are no child of humanity, how should I address you? My name is Zendor, and what do you mean by child of humanity? All you descend from the first ancestors shaped by the Lord of all, and those born of that lineage are called children of humanity. Even the artificial people of the primordial sea, granted special pardon, are counted among them. But you stand outside this order. Why did a god take my sister? I cannot answer, because I do not comprehend it myself. Once I believed it was merely punishment for transgressions, but now I fear there is a deeper meaning behind it, as it is written in the heretical myth that light and darkness birthed the primordial inhuman. Why are you suddenly answering all of our questions so readily? This is a rule engraved upon my very soul. When a human child offers up everything in pursuit of an answer, I must speak in the Creator's stead and withhold nothing. In the end, that human child will forget all things. Fleeting answers, eternal release. This, too, is an expression of divine mercy. Then, why are you being so harsh to the people in the Hall of Emptiness? This, too, is the law. With the Creator absent and Nihil fallen from grace, I must uphold the measure once set by my Lord. This place exists only to preserve. All innovation, all evolution is forbidden here. If I remember correctly, your name is Melanta, right? I know your name, human child. Zitland. How did my sister speak of me to you? She said that she and I could never reach accord, but that one day her younger sister would come and defeat me. Did you hear that? In the end, you're the ones who were dragged into this, victims in my conflict. Huh. So we really are just hired muscle chasing after a bit of pay. That Nihilita, seriously. Nihilita, you traitor! He abandoned his charge, yet dares to proclaim himself enlightened? We Watchers were meant to only stand in silence, keeping vigil here at the Pillar Hall of the World. You got worked up all of a sudden. Guess you're the type to get all sulky to see someone else free while you're stuck. But my sister miscalculated in one way. I'm an introvert. I'm no good with words. I've read a lot, sure. Maybe I even understand plenty of truths. But I avoid talking when I can. The one who'll change your mind isn't me. Zendor, I'll leave this to you.
Draw near.
Light it up! I'll settle this.
Light of the blazing sun!
Take me up!
Fire in the hole! Bullseye!
Dissipate!
Wrath from the sky! Try and stop! Ha!
Judgment!
Open fire!
Divine retribution! Seek to perceive the world beyond. So marks the beginning of your fall.
I like how the quest on the side says defeat melancholy, because that's what his name means. Oh.
Wrath from the sky! Try and stop me! Ha! Open fire! Open fire!
Okay, this second phase is a lot more resistant.
Punishment!
Light of the blazing sun!
Hold on to your hats.
All illusions shall be shattered! My master!
Pyroclastic surge!
Divine
throttle!
retribution!
Open fire! Bullseye!
Honestly, this is a good boss fight. Oh, oh,
Wrath from the sky! Try and stop us! Let's fly!
Knock them down.
Lightning purified! Stand with me!
Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle!
Draw near.
uh-oh. What is that attack? Oh!
Punishment!
Okay.
All worlds shall fall in an instant.
Woo. Nihilita! Nihilita! I understand. I understand now. When the divine departs the throne, all creations are free. Melanta, what do you want to say? This comes from years of living alongside my own melancholy, though I suppose I'm saying it a bit late. If your melancholy feels uncontrollable, that's a psychological illness. You should seek help early, get treatment, and cooperate with the ones administering it. You're like your sister. Utterly incomprehensible. Creatures like us, manifestations of the rules. Who shall we see when we fall ill? Do you feel guilty now? Beating up a patient? Guess getting to know and others has changed you a bit, Zetland. You sure have picked up some bad habits along the way. We introverts are all a little twisted on the inside. You won't be seeing me like this for much longer anyway. There you go again, saying something super saddening. Like I said, I've got a dark side. Valanta, I still have questions. Then ask him now. I won't be here much longer. Passing judgment on the painter who defiled the laws of space, severing the path to the corridor of nothingness. Those were acts of transgression. My rebellion has triggered self-destruction as per the rules themselves. In truth, I'd rather not answer your questions, but I suspect even that small act of defiance would only hasten my disappearance. About my sibling. You've already come this far, have you not? Your will is still your own, and your feet are still unshackled. Go. Find your sibling yourself. You're not like me, a being bound by their own wings only to watch them break. Why are you tormenting everyone? tormenting them. No, I'm correcting them. I'm returning them to the form heaven intended. They ascend to heaven, yet reject its sacred stillness and cling instead to the corruption of the mortal world. So that's it. I'm jealous. Jealous of them. Jealous of the fallen Nihilita. Jealous of change. Jealous of freedom. Jealous of life. I thought that if I did everything right, then when my creator returned, she would praise me. That would have been enough. Enough to soothe me. Enough to prove them all wrong. Why would she not look back? Why did she not ask if I wished to leave beside her? If you are always this stubborn and heartless, the answer shouldn't be hard to grasp. If you'd shown even a hint of rebellion, she might have taken you with her. Zitland, is there anything you wanted to ask? Me? Let me think. I want to know why people say the sanatorium is cursed. Once, the Abyss brought disaster to this land. The knights stationed here fought to the last and did not retreat. When the report of the battle arrived at Dorman Port, it contained only a single line. None who went to Windrest Peak returned. I see. So there never was a curse. Only warriors who fell in battle and slumber on. The peak where the Knights of the West Wind rest. My time is almost gone. I am filled with hate. Hate for all of you. And still, I want nothing more than to cling to consciousness and let my awareness live on unbroken. You and your sister, mortals who love everything and everyone, you still yearn for an ending. And I, who want so badly to go on living, I must face mine instead. Nihilita. My weariness runs deeper than words. Oh boy.
Something to add to my collection.
So, how do we get that? Not by falling. Or, no, how do we get up? Wait. No, it is down. Huh. Okay. We taught Militant a lesson, Astoria. Indeed. Looking at the sky tells me as much. Did Milanta say anything useful? The word watcher originally referred to those who are awakened and enlightened. The watcher who closes their eye can only be swallowed by darkness. Yet awakening itself defies the Creator's will, and is thus condemned as a fall from grace. Speaking of which, Dex, we taught you, played with you, took good care of you. You were raised by all of us together. When you grow up, remember the kindness we've shown you. Okay? By the way, that heretical myth about light and darkness birthing the primordial human, do you have any idea what it refers to? I'm not entirely sure what Milanta Melanta meant either. The first thing that came to mind was a parable once condemned as heresy by the angels. It tells of the gods of light who created a body in its own likeness, only for it to be stolen away by the king of darkness. Thus, within that single body, the powers of light and darkness began to contend with one another. And so the primordial human, bearing both, came to possess both good and evil. It's a lesser-known version of the primordial human myth. That's a bit too bare bones. Not sure if it'll help us much. And I'm afraid I cannot recall much else about this at the moment. Aren't you going to say goodbye to me, Astoria? I owe you an apology. And your sister, too. Actually, while I was quiet earlier, I was thinking about something. What is it? What my epitaph should say. Don't get the wrong idea, Paimon. We're not immortal after all. Everyone needs one eventually. But I couldn't think of anything before. My sister's fake tombstone already had such a good line, you see. Then, just now, it came to me. And? My epitaph will read, "To be continued." Pretty much on par with "One lifetime doesn't count," wouldn't you say? A person is a story in motion. It shouldn't end just because life does. So, goodbye, Astoria. Goodbye, Lind. And when you see Hilda, give her my regards. I can't promise I'll remember any of this, and I can't promise she'll remember you either. Come on, Zender, Paimon. Take me back down. Then, we'll meet again, like it's the first time. It's a shame. Wow. You really do wind up seeing anything if you live long enough. I was just thinking earlier. You were incredible back there, especially against Melanta, but what was it you did again? And who are you exactly? Is your memory fading away? Who am I? Your name is Zetland. That's right. Also, Paimon's Paimon, and this here is Zendor. We're your good friends. Friends. Yes, we're friends who've been through hell and back together. Really? I can feel it. It must be true. And your sister's been traveling the world lately, just to clear her head. Someday the two of you will meet again. She might not remember you at first either, but you share the same blood, not to mention the same face. You'll recognize each other right away. Paimon's sure of it. I have an older sister? You can ignore this gravestone. Your sister put it up herself just for fun. It's her way of saying she's been reborn. She's definitely still alive. My sister. Mm-hmm. She's kind of silly, huh? Anyway, there should be some information about you in your suitcase. Take a look. You'll probably remember some things once you do. Okay, I will. And one more thing. You're an amazing person. Like, saved an entire world amazing. Who, me? Everyone is deeply grateful to you. So, live proudly. Okay? And if anyone ever picks on you or makes you feel bad, just write to Zendor. There's nothing he can't handle for you. Is there anything you want to do right now? I don't know. But I'm starving? Like I haven't eaten in days. Paimon's hungry too. She needs food. Now. Hurry up and empty your backpack. Paimon wants tons of chicken mushroom skewers. Okay. Well. And with that, we have ended the quest. That was very interesting. Well, actually, I probably should head back so I can... Yeah, I'll head back in a moment.
Rise with the sun!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for
Claim.
completing to... Ad Astra...
And claim all, dispatch again. Let's head back to Temple of Space and Memory Core. It's nice that we're now able to go back and forth freely. Alright. 25 more to add. Which brings me up to... what was it? 8. Okay. Alright. And with that, I think we will end stream. Alright. Thank you, Wilbur, for stopping by. It was a pleasure having you. And, yeah. I should be streaming again later this week. We'll see. But, and then I also am planning on releasing a Bible reading video. So, yeah. Looking forward to that. It'll be my
Exploration
first
and trials.
of what I hope to be
Adventuring is
a
right up
long
my alley.
series. So, yeah. Anyway, troops, thank you very much for watching.
Many
I will
insects have a
see you all
compulsion
later.
to follow the light.
Bye.
And humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.